This week's episode of Staying Relevant is brought to you by Deliveroo. Now, they're the exclusive home of some of the nation's most loved restaurants. Now, Deliveroo has kindly offered us and the Staying Relevant team a takeaway to keep us going through today's record. Pete, what are we going to order here?
Shall I have a little look at the exclusive restaurants?
Yeah, go on, what we got?
Right, hold on. We've got Rosa's Thai,
Love.
Shake Shack,
Well, obviously everyone loves Shake Shack.
Giggling Squid.
Never had.
Very good.
Yeah?
Yeah, really good. Wingstop,
Oh, yes.
Pho, one of my favourites.
I love a pho.
I love a pho.
Yeah, I always get the chicken ramen.
Byron
I do like a burger.
or Wagamama.
Wagamama, yes please. What have we got? Crispy chili mushrooms, roasted butternut squash, coconut curry, chili chicken ramen for me, chili squid. I love chili squid.
Yeah, that's very good.
Very up my
They've
street.
got loads of really good veggie options as well. Right, guys, who wants to take the phone and pick what they want? Of course you do.
Yeah, this is big for the team, isn't it? Let's have a look at some of these reviews. I'm such a reviewer. Like, I will always, I like to have a look at what other people
Go on
think.
then, fill me up with the reviews.
Amazing veggie options. You must
Lovely.
try the new menu. What Wagamama's does for me, my ex-boyfriend would never do. It's quite wild.
It's an interesting way to eat food.
Deliveroo. Come on then. Right, let's get this order in. Let's do it. Welcome to Staying Relevant, the podcast hosted by double best friends, two blood brothers and heroes of the podcast game. He just self-said. Peter James Wicks and Sam Thompson. Welcome, Peter.
I will be swearing. I'm actually just drinking Volvic today. If you don't like that, go make sure you follow us on Instagram, YouTube, Snappy C, and TikTok. This is Monday's episode, so you'll be able to listen to this on Friday. Obviously, the bonus episode comes out on a Thursday. Monday's episode you'll be able to listen to on Monday. You'll be able to watch on Friday. And then Thursday's episode you'll be able to watch on a Sunday, which makes it...
Monday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday.
See, the enthusiasm is... fuck me. Enthusiasm is back. I'm not. I've still left my head up a mountain, evidently. Right, should we crack on then?
There is so much to dissect and discuss because now we have Peter back. It's so important to get his viewpoints and set the world to rights. What have you done this week to stay relevant, Peter? Actually, I'll tell you what you've done to stay relevant actually a couple of weeks ago now, but we haven't spoken about it. Pete had a night out with one of my best mates.
Sam and I had a very weird job in the morning where I shaved his chest in a park.
Yeah. Then sprinkled the hairs onto flowers.
Yeah.
It's like a ritual.
For a pube garden.
Yeah. Because apparently that grows really good vegetables. Yeah. Body hair apparently grows a lovely set of tomatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely vile. So anyway, but Sam wasn't feeling very well. Not very well. Very sad.
Yeah.
So... we had another job that evening, but Tony Bellew was there, a number of people there, and we had a fabulous night. Tony
Absolutely
and I.
Gutted that I wasn't there when I saw the lineup.
We spoke about you. He asked how you was. He asked if you'd got rid of all the hangers on. He asked if I was looking after you.
Tony's always so terrified that I'm getting like used and abused. Like every time I speak to him, he's like, keep your friends close, keep your circle tight.
Yeah, and then he follows it up with, make sure no one gets to him.
Yeah.
To me, like, what am I going to do?
And he always goes, have you got Pete still? Yeah. You got Pete still? And I'm like, yeah, Pete's still kicking about. And he's like, good, he's a good one, that Pete. He's like, he's a good one. Keep him real close to you.
But we had a fabulous night. We spoke about you, Tony, and it was an event for comfort. Fabric conditioner.
Because obviously Pete, loves a fabric conditioner.
And you can't imagine two people less likely to be at a comfort event
Than the two least comfortable people. If you were to go, put a person to the name Comfort, you would not put Tony Bellew and Pete Wicks next to that name.
We laid on a bed together.
Shut up.
We did so. You know that what's that thing that they do? 360 fucking thing.
Oh yeah, 360 camera.
Tony and I did that together.
Fucking hell.
I made Tony do a shimmy.
Bloody hell.
He did a shimmy for me because they asked him certainly, he went, can you come with me? And I was like, yeah, I'll come with you, Tony. So we went and did that. We did a little bit of juggling with the things. It was a real good night. We spoke about the podcast. We spoke about Rachel. We spoke about Corey. We spoke about everything. But
don't know where we're going with this.
Something was mentioned.
Oh no, what was mentioned?
Something that you'd done.
Oh no, what have I done? Wait, what have I done? Shit.
Did he mention it at Soccer Aid?
No.
Okay. He obviously was very fixed on the game then. 'Cause he's not very happy with you.
Why?
You've upset him a little bit.
I've upset Tone?
Yes.
Why? What have I done?
To the point where I don't think he was joking.
Oh shit.
Like, he genuinely looked fucked off.
What was it?
And he was trying to tell me, and I was just batting it off like, yeah, but that's Sam. He was like, no, that's just not what blokes do.
What have I done?
And I think he felt a bit insulted.
Stop fucking saying words without coming out with an answer.
Completely made that up, but the panic in your fucking
Oh
eyes
my
was...
God.
Look at the state of him!
I
Look at the
honestly
state of
was
him!
getting ready to get my phone out and be like, Tone, I'm so sorry.
God, I wish I kept that guy.
I didn't mean to.
No, he fucking loves you, but he's just such a great guy. I fucking love Tony. But there were loads of people there. Fucking Jordan and Banjo was there.
Ryan was there, my brother-in-law.
Ryan was there. Rylan was there. Everyone was. It was a really weird event. Very good, but very weird.
Ryan came home, was literally like, every time I'd go up and say hello to Pete, he'd be like, drink? And I was like, I'm all right. And then he'd like go away and then you'd come back and he'd be like, drink? It's like he could feel his walls getting broken down every time he'd come and see you, mate. It was fucking. I looked. Do you know what I did? I saw that you were at an event with Tony and Ryan, and I literally, I nearly got out of bed and just made my way down there.
Well, I'm surprised. I can't believe you didn't.
There was a reason I wasn't there, mate. I was ill.
Sam was supposed to come, but he was feeling very poorly.
I went to fucking hospital.
Wait a minute. He was feeling very poorly. Yeah. Until he heard Tony was there and then messaged me saying, shall I come? But then next day, Sam was rushed to hospital. And he did the most icky thing. Bear in mind that I'm Pete Icks and everyone likes to take the piss out of me for what I put on Instagram. Not a good day. With a cannula in his arm at hospital. Sam took himself to hospital. It wasn't rushed to hospital because the press liked to make it sound dramatic. He hadn't dropped dead at home and then got rushed to
I
hospital.
rushed myself there.
He rushed himself there. You weren't actually very well at all, were you?
No, I was in a really, really bad way.
He was on a drip.
Yeah, I was kept in for 2 days.
Drip on a drip.
Yeah, no, I'm not a drip. It was really fucking scary. I was on my own at home, and I was literally.
That is scary.
Yeah, mate, Joe, I was terrified because what am I going to do? That's why I took myself to hospital. And then I called for Louise because she was the next, because obviously she's my neighbour. I was going, Louise! And didn't hear anything from over there. She's probably sat in her garden going, nah, can't be dealing with this.
Oh,
Louise!
Sam's off to hospital again.
Yeah, mate. And so I took myself to A&E and I was literally like, I think I'm dying. And they were like, why? What are your symptoms? And genuinely, I'm not even joking, my head was absolutely throbbing. I was like, I'd like collapsed. I'm not even joking. I'd fallen over and I'd never done that before in my life. I was so weak. And I was genuinely thought it was the end. And then I started, have I told you this? I think I have.
Crying.
I wrote a will.
No. Yeah, no, he has told me this. So, no, this is brilliant. Yeah, no, he has told me this.
I wrote a will.
So Sam says to me, so I didn't know about this. Zara was away. And then I hear from my management, because Sam hadn't told me, he'd taken himself to hospital, hear from my management, and they say, look, work on Monday, Tuesday is not happening. Sam is really always in hospital. So I then try and call him, couldn't get through to him. So I called Zara on holiday and said, what's the lowdown? She told me. And she was like, I might fly back tonight. I was like, don't fly back. I'll go and see him and I'll go and fucking sit with him. Like, why are you doing that?
Because Pete was going to come and be my knight in shining armour. I've got the messages. Pete was literally messaging me and I was leaving it for dramatic effect. Pete was calling me and I was literally like, well, I won't pick up yet, just so he's in the dark a little bit longer. Yeah.
I'm not even joking. In fact, read the messages out. I was fucking really nice.
Yeah, he was fucking lovely.
Prick.
He literally, I was just waiting for a little bit longer. I was like, yeah, just before I tell him what the lowdown is, just so he gets a little bit more nervous. He goes, oh, we've actually spoken quite a bit. He goes, mate, are you okay? Just heard from Zara. Where are you? What hostel are you in? Shall I come see you? Why didn't you tell me? Is there anything I can do? That's from Pete. That's Pete fucking Wicks. And then I left it 4 hours. 4 hours, just to really let it sink in. Maybe his best mate's dying. Do you know what I mean? Really, maybe you can think about the eulogy. He can really think about how he's
I've already wrote that.
He can really think about how he's treated me over the past year. Have I been nice enough to him? Really get into his head.
If anything, my eulogy go, I wish I'd been more horrible.
So 4 hours later, hey brother, I'm at the hospital near me. Took myself in yesterday. It was really bad. Feel really shit. Feel so weak. And they went, don't worry about me though.
Paid the hero. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
Then Pete, well, mate, anything I can do? Shall I come see you? How long are you going to be in there for? I can head over to you or feed the cats or whatever you need. He was going to feed the cats. He was going to feed the cats.
I mean, bear in mind, Sam lives 2 hours from me, but of course I would do that.
And then I went, I'm discharging myself.
So and that's when I went, so he's fine.
And then afterwards I went, on a lighter side, I'd done the Insta-ick, the hostel pic with no explanation. Didn't even realise I'd done it. And Pete went, yeah, I saw that, mate. Loads of people have messaged me about that. And they went, do you want me to pop round and see you tomorrow? How lovely is that?
Well, because I was worried. I didn't realise that it was...
It was bad. I'm taking the piss. At one point, I genuinely thought I was on the way out.
So Sam says that he left it 4 hours for dramatic effect, but actually what he was doing in that 4 hours was he was writing a will.
I wrote a will.
Sam wrote a will in hospital whilst connected to a drip because he thought he wouldn't make it through. Now... explain. That's not just an ick. That is just the most pathetic thing I've ever heard.
Let's get my affairs in order, just in case. And do you know what I started with? To whomever it may concern. No, I said to whomever it may concern.
I mean, I don't know who the executor of your will would be, but run us through it.
So Zara got the gaff. Yeah, Zara got the house, which she'd be very happy about. She's probably the one who poisoned me, to be fair.
I was just about to say, well, her plans worked out sooner than she expected.
Zara got the gaff and the cats. Pete got the other half of Staying Relevant Productions.
Thanks ever so much.
My little nephew got my watches.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Leo got my watches.
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry.
Tiny arms.
Yeah,
Are you fucking with me?
Yeah. When
you gave me nothing. And I'm supposed to be your best mate? Is that a fucking joke?
Do you want a quarter of the house?
No, fuck the house. Give me the watches.
I gave them to little Leo so he can have them when he grows up. Yeah, thank you.
Fuck you.
Do you know what the worst thing is? Is I asked the nurse for a pen and paper. No, it was at the hospital. I literally asked the nurse for a pen and paper and started scribbling down for whomever it may concern while she was juicing me up on morphine. It was amazing.
Do you know what's really funny is you can guarantee that Sam's obviously taken him in. He's gone private because that's what Sam does. He's got a very good relationship because he sees them so often. So all the nurses and everything know him. We're just going to give you some morphine. And they're just like going, oh, there's the morphine. They're literally giving him like Barocca. You can 100% give it.
Do you know what the worst thing is? I kept on pressing the button. You know when you get those annoying patients. I was so panicked because I was just like, I feel a bit different. I pressed the button. I went, I feel a bit different. She went, because I'm just giving you morphine. I went, are you sure I'm meant to be feeling like this? She said, yeah. So she left. And literally 5 seconds later, button. She comes back in. I went, no, I really don't feel right. She was literally like, it's just some morphine. You need to settle into it. And I was like, my heart's pounding. She went, I promise you, you're just having a panic attack because you've had the morphine. So she leaves. 5 seconds later, button. She comes in. I go, I think I've been given something that's not morphine. And she brought in the morphine and went, look at this. It's morphine. I've given you the smallest dose you can get. And I kept on fucking calling her in, dialing her in. Poor nurse.
My God.
I then pressed the button again, called her in. I went, do you have any of those socks? If you're going to go in, you've got to go full hog, I think. Because I genuinely thought I was on the way out.
I'll tell you why he wanted that. And it's probably why he asked for a gown and all the rest of it. They probably wanted him to keep his clothes on. Because I guarantee you, he took a picture of himself walking around with a drip, in a gown, with the socks on in the mirror to go, Zara, I'm really not well, but I hope you're enjoying your holiday.
Louise and Ryan get one date night a month. I took them from their date night. They rushed to the hospital and they were like, what's going on? I was like, this is really not good. I was like, it's really, really not good. And then I cried. And then I cried into Louisa's arms, the girl who just had a stoma bag attached, and she's literally been through so much. And there's me crying, going, I don't want to die. It was so embarrassing. Globulin levels were very low. Globulin levels and white blood cells.
Yeah. Similarly, also was his brain cell count. They found that to be very,
I did have an MRI.
Of course you did, yeah. Listen, and I'll tell you why, this is what Sam does, and it is the beauty of having a few quid, is that you can go private and just, I'll have that. Yeah, no, do that as well. They x-rayed Sam's ankle because he felt like he'd twisted it.
No, it's because they told me what they think I should have, because I was having these throbbing head pains, and they were like, yeah, mate.
Yeah, it's a headache.
Get yourself an MRI. And I was like, okay, sweet. Then they had to do a lumbar puncture. That's fucking horrible. Shove a thing into your spine and drain fluid from it. I was really through the wars, mate.
Yeah, he didn't need any of that. But listen, we're pleased that you're okay now. Anyway,
about.
So Sam recovered, and he managed to play Soccer Aid. Being the soldier at the years, although he got injured there as well, surprisingly. But he soldiered on, being the fight of the years, and he managed to do some promo for his big Hollywood debut.
I'd just come out at that point as well.
Just come out, and did you mention that in the junket? Why on earth, and I'm going to be honest with you, and I have, in all seriousness, mate, very proud that you're going to have a credit on a Hollywood film, but blink and you'll miss it. And so why in the fuck, when you do a junket, when you normally interview all the stars, are they interviewing you?
It was amazing.
And who interviewed you?
Everyone, all of the big dogs, the Metro, the fucking Lad Bible, all of them.
But so what have you got to say?
Well, first of all...
What have you got to say about it? How was it for you? Yeah, and it was good. It was a struggle to learn the lines. What were the lines?
No, please, no. Oh. Actually, do you know what was really good? Do you know what I did? Because I said to a few of them who came in, I want to make this a really nice experience for you, because I've been in that seat opposite, and I was like, it can be quite daunting, and I just want to let you know that I'm just one of you. So they said,
I just want to point out that all of these interviewers, when they got the list of people that they could probably interview, none of them wanted Sam, but they were told to do it because of the clickbait, I imagine. Because actually, what did Sam do in the interview? He went, yeah, no, it was really good to be part of Inside Out too. So what I'd love to do is I'd love to host a dating show with Pete. And that's what I got tagged in. Your actual Inside Out bit is just, yeah, no, it was a really good experience, and I'm really happy to do it. Also, this is where I'm going with my career.
Yeah.
It's basically just an interview about you. Nothing to do with the fucking film. Can I ask you a question? Because you do... why am I turning into you? Can I ask you a question? You are obviously normally the interviewer of the big stars in films. So if you were interviewing yourself, what would you ask yourself?
That's a great question, Pete. You know, I think sometimes when you're an actor, you've got to sort of like look at things from a different perspective.
Yeah. What about when you're you?
Do you know what? I actually, with the Metro, because you know when I did that awful interview with Timothy Chalamet?
Yeah.
So the Metro mugged me off about that interview, as did Lad Bible. So when they came in, how the tables have turned. You're now sat here interviewing me. And I was like, I'm going to make this really uncomfortable for you. But the lady was really, really sweet, so I didn't. Someone came in with a puzzle with my face on it and went, I just thought we'd do a jigsaw puzzle whilst answering the questions. Like, oh, that's new. I like that.
What that person thought was, I've got 15 minutes I've got to fill here.
Mate, I did a whole day. And then I hosted an interview with all of the CCO of Disney and the director of Inside Out 2. And I met the head of Disney, the entire UK division, the head of Disney. But this is something you're going to really like, I think. I went to the premiere a couple of days ago, right? Yeah. And obviously there's a lot of kids there, and there's a lot of people who you
managed to get past
who I've met, right? And like a lot of the people who I've met, like who are in that industry, it's sort of like the influencer, but the movie influencer space, like coming up to me and like, mate, I can't believe you're in the movie, like this is so cool. And like ego took over a little bit for me. I was like, yeah, do you know what, like it's a really awesome thing for me to be doing, and it's great to put my foot into the acting game and stuff like that, knowing that I'm barely in it, right? So as the movie's about to start, like, there's still a few people coming up to me like, I can't wait to see your bit, mate. Like, I'm going to scream. I'm going to go, whoop, whoop, when I see your bit. I'm like, yeah. And I'm literally like,
yeah, if they whoop, whoop, then you won't hear your bit. Have you actually seen it?
Yeah, I've watched it.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, look, you're still technically, you are in the acting space. What what future roles are you looking to kind of do?
Well, I don't know whether I'm going to
What
stay
would
in the
your dream-
voiceover game or whether I'm going to go in sort of like
What would your dream role be?
Star Wars or Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. I said that to the head of Disney.
Give it a couple of years and your hair will be like Yoda's.
Fuck you. Oh, feisty Peter, you are.
And if you keep being as ill as you are, you'll be green. Because you are looking a little bit jaundicey today.
Am I?
You're a little bit yellow.
Well, that's worrying though, mate. Why do you think that is? That's to do with the liver.
I don't know. Maybe get back down to the hospital.
Don't say that because I actually will.
I know he will. Yeah, genuinely will. So, would you actually want to be an actor? Do you
Yeah.
think you could act?
Yeah, absolutely.
Would you have acting lessons now?
Yeah, I've had acting lessons. I told you, I was asked to be a tree.
No, that's not an actor. That's a workshop.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's not an acting lesson. I mean, would you have proper lessons to actually try and pursue a career in
absolutely.
Okay. And genuinely, what would your dream role be?
Genuinely something Harry Potter or fantasy based. Lord of the Rings.
But you're obviously at an age now where you couldn't play kind of the main characters.
Why?
Well, I mean, visually, you don't appeal.
Fuck off.
Well, you don't appeal visually.
I'll be a Jedi Master, mate. Old.
Yeah.
You know nothing about the Force, young one.
So that's what you'd be, like fantasy type thing, yeah?
I would absolutely
How do you
I've
think-
realised I'm good at a press junket as well.
Do you think you're better being interviewed at a press junket than
Way
you are
better being
interviewing?
interviewed. Way
Yeah.
better being interviewed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? How do you think you get on in a rom-com?
Fucking well.
Do you think you could be leading? Because what do they cast it as? You have like leading guy,
Leading man, leading
and then
man,
you have,
leading lady.
yeah, but then you had the kind of the leading guy's mate who's a bit of a fucking donut.
Oh, yeah. You're thinking about 4 weddings and a funeral, aren't you?
No, but like
Notting Hill.
every film, like the main guy has always got
Spike.
that friend who's like either a bit thick or a bit fat. Do you know what I mean? Like it's like there's that one who's just a bit. Yeah.
No, because I'd just be like, I was just coming here to tell you.
No, but I think you'd be that guy.
No, I'd be the main guy.
You're not a main guy.
Listen to this.
You're not main character energy, mate. What the
Open
fuck
the
are you
door.
doing on my table?
Open the door. Just open the door.
Right, the door's open.
Well, open it more. You've now at the moment it looks like you're nervous.
All right, it's on the latch.
No. Okay, fine. Latch. I'll put my foot in there. So I get
Right.
my foot in, so you can't shut it. And then I go, I just need to speak to you for 5 seconds
About what?
about the fact that even though you're about to get married to Brett, I just think he's wrong for you.
Why?
Because I know your soul. I know you. I know. And then your voice starts cracking a bit. I know that I am the one for you.
I feel sick.
I'm going to cry.
Go on, cry.
I know that I'm the one for you.
It's like Zara all over again. It's
Is
not
it
one
about
thing.
you? No, he fucking cried there.
No,
Look at that.
no, that's not.
Eyes watered.
How was that for you, Paul?
Eyes watered. I'm
I
quite proud of that.
don't know what's just happened.
Give me your hand. Give me your hand.
No, I don't want to.
Give me your
it.
hand.
No,
Give me your hand.
you look clammy.
Just give me your hand. Hold me. I know that in your heart, you have a little space for me. You know?
What's happening?
That's me being an actor in Notting Hill.
Is that? I don't know what's happened, but it's like a dark cloud.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Jack of all trades, mate. I could do it all.
All right.
Yeah.
Give me action hero.
Get down! There's 50 of those fuckers! I don't know where that came from. I
Sorry, what's the context?
don't know. I'm not entirely sure.
Okay. Give me an aging has-been. So he used to be big, like a retired drummer from the 80s in one of the biggest rock bands, and now he's
Okay.
living on the streets.
Hi, my name's Pete Wicks.
Okay. I knew exactly where you were going with that one.
And I have just ridden bikes through the Tuscan countryside. Life hasn't turned out like I expected it.
Give me Football Factory.
All right, you lemon, come here. You want to say that to me? I will donk on you.
Donk on
I will
you.
donk on you. You want to try it now down my manor? Because I tell you right now, you want to do it now? Yeah, that's right. Get your pies out. Pies? No, that's not right. Get your tickle and gaff.
What?
Tickle and gaff.
What's the ticket? What are you trying to
Get your
say?
chaff out.
Chaff.
I don't know. I'm losing the table here.
I don't think you ever had the table. Any other requests?
No, we're done with requests. Okay.
No, I'm quite enjoying these film characters. This is like a game of charades. All right, fine. So acting, fucking fabulous.
It was cool to be in a press junket though, genuinely, and I did try and make everyone feel really comfortable. You know,
I don't think they were uncomfortable interviewing you.
Well, some of them were nervous. So Inside Out 2 is this is my thing. So Inside Out 2 has hit cinemas already. Friday the 14th of June was when it came out, so you can go and check it at any cinema near you.
Coming to a cinema near you.
Inside Out
Sam Thompson
2
plays Splat. Is that like the voice? That guy's voice is iconic, isn't it?
Go on, no, say it's coming to a cinema near you. Inside Out 2. Sam Thompson plays security man Sam.
Inside Out 2. Coming to a cinema near you. I don't know why I've made it a poem.
Featuring.
That was weird.
Featuring.
Featuring Samuel Robert DeCourcy Thompson playing Security Sam's. What is it?
Security man Sam.
Let's do that again. Featuring Samuel Robert DeCourcy Thompson playing Security Man Sam.
Dun, dun, dun.
You don't like it?
It was fucking brilliant.
Why don't you like it?
I loved every second of it. But I think we need to talk about something that is really big in the podcast space that we're doing.
Well, just in space, it's big. Generally, space is big, but as you will all remember, avid listeners of the podcast, we
Last year, in fact.
last year had a very low moment, a very very low moment, I would say, and it's one that it hurts us.
Yeah.
It hurts Sam more than me because now and then he wakes up screaming in the night, just going red-handed. But we lost a Listener's Choice Award last year at the Podcast Awards, despite being the only podcast that made an effort to beg for votes and did a whole charity appeal. We still lost. So this year we were nominated for something. We were in the long list for something else.
The Trick Awards, which is a
The
really
Trick Awards,
good
which is a really,
award.
really good one. It's not just podcasts; they do TV and fucking
Radio,
and all
broadcast,
sorts
everything.
of stuff. So we were longlisted with about 12 other podcasts. I think it was about 12.
Red-handed were in the long list.
Including Red-Handed. So we just went, fuck it, it's not going to happen for us. They've shortlisted to the final four. And we're in it.
We're in it, baby! Thank you guys so much. Thank you so. But this is where I get a little bit weird. Red-handed on in it. How's that work?
So the battle of the podcasts continues. I'm not entirely sure why it's a fucking battle.
It's always
but,
a battle.
But there seems to be a massive battle between Red-Handed and Sam because they've mentioned you on their podcast before.
I know.
You've been quite...
Can I just say something about this quickly?
Yes, please.
We come as a 2 on this podcast, but yeah, it's just me that gets mugged off.
But I think that's because I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. It's always me who like.
And you're
has
the one
the
like, what
problem.
the fucking Red-Handed? What the fuck are they? When I'm like, well... but we are in the final four. We are up against Peter
Peter Crouch
That's
podcast.
it. Peter Crouch podcast, Stephen Bartlett, and the rest is history. So
We've got no chance. I'm actually fucking proud of us because this is what's wild. We're so far down the charts and stuff, but we're up for Trick Award and you guys have voted for it. So I don't understand that.
and we also had a little thing. I don't know why we're telling you this. I think it's just to make ourselves feel better.
Yeah.
Of the top 25 listened to podcasts in the UK,
We're number 25.
and we made the list.
Number 25 in the entire country, which is fucking amazing. It's all down to you guys, so thank you.
Anyway, more importantly, like we are potentially gonna. Well, no, we're not potentially. We are going.
We're going to the awards.
I think we need practice on your
No.
face for losing.
No, we need to do practice for winning.
Okay. I think the losing face needs practice because that's the most likely one. What are you going to wear?
I'm going to wear a suit, mate. I'm going full blown.
Trick Awards is like a lunchtime thing.
Oh, all right, fine. Maybe not a suit.
No, you wear a suit, but not like full blown. You're not wearing a tux.
Okay, fine. I'll just wear a suit then.
When
blue
you
one.
say a suit.
The blue one.
The suit.
The suit. I'm going to be wearing the suit. It's
Okay,
gonna
the
be a
blue
good
one. Are you going to go tie?
If you go tie, I'll go tie.
Oh, well, I'm not going to tell you.
Well, why would you do that?
Because I might go special.
We've got to go matching. If we win, what's our victory speech?
Acceptance speech.
Yeah, what's our victory speech?
Our victory speech.
Yeah, what is our victory speech?
Cheers.
No, fuck that. No, we're not going to say cheers. I think we literally go, we've wanted this our entire lives.
Well,
We're finally getting the recognition we deserve.
Yeah, well, and what I'm going to do is it's just nice to be invited to Sam's +1 because you seem to have forgotten my name when you were actually voting and putting it up. And don't think I've not forgotten that trick. But thanks ever so much for the fucking award.
No, it's
What
just,
do you win?
But what we can do is at the start of every podcast, award-winning podcast. But we're not going to fucking win it because it's up against the rest of history, Peter Crouch, Diver CEO, whatever. So, but we're still there.
So
and guys,
there's no prize?
You get a trophy.
What the fuck am I going to do with a trophy?
guys, on a very serious note, and I think Pete can agree with this, guys, thank you so much because it's all from the public vote. So,
is it? Is it public vote?
Yeah, it's all public vote. So thank you so much.
I feel bad for calling you morons now.
We massively appreciate you. And it's going to be one heck of a night. If you think we're not going to be filming, of course we are. We're going to be filming everything. So if we lose, you're going to see us losing again. and I'm sure. Oh my God, I haven't even told you. Podcast Wars. I got another podcast who mugged me off. Jackmate.
What's that?
You know the fucking. So again, this is actually my fault. I, for some reason, thought we were the only people to have a tour bus. And so, Beardy, our tour manager, he also looks after another podcast called Jackmate. They've been going on way longer than us.
Traitor, Beardy.
Yeah, and well, they royally mugged me off.
What?
They put a clip of this podcast of me being like, we were the first fucking people to do a tour bus. These guys copied us. Da, da, da. And literally then, so put that clip and then a photo of them in 2013 with their tour bus. And it's the exact same tour bus we had. Being like, think we got here first, mate. Keep crying. Every single one of their listeners fucking came at me on Twitter going, you think you're so special with your podcast? Again, not one person's mentioned Pete. Not one person's mentioned the other half of this podcast. I'm just taking fucking grenades, as per usual. I'm dying for this podcast, by the way. I'm literally out there going, fuck you. And Pete's just sitting there going, yeah, let him have it. Let him have it.
Do you know what that is? It's because I think people... I just don't care. So I think people are... There's no point...
I care too much.
There was no point fucking going for him because he'll just go, yeah, all right. Whereas you will mention it.
Really
You'll
hurt
get
me.
quite all right. And also, you will read every one of them comments.
I did. I had to mute them.
I mean, I know full well, and this is actually, going back to the soccer age just really quickly, I know full well, as soon as that game finished, before you replied to anyone, you went straight to Twitter.
I actually didn't. I know on my life, only because I think I was so adrenalined out. I literally was just like, so I was just walking around the changing room going, I can't believe what just happened. But normally I would, you are right. Normally
Yeah.
I would. I look at everything.
Sam, literally, anything Sam does, he'll go straight to Twitter. Twitter specifically, because Twitter, people are more opinionated.
Yeah, people are not nice on Twitter. I don't know why I still have it. It's
And he'll
never
go
been kind to me.
and he'll just put in his own name and just see what people are saying. And that will judge whether or not he has a good day or a bad day.
Fucking hell.
Anyway, that's it for this week's Staying Relevant. It's been a fucking blinder.
It has been great. I'm so glad you're back, Pete. I've missed you so much.
Make sure you follow us on Staying Relevant podcast on YouTube, TikTok, Snappy C, and Instagram.
And do keep your eyes peeled for the Trick Awards.
Yes, we need you.
Oh, actually, funny enough, when this episode drops, it's literally the day after. So tomorrow, from when you're listening, we will have either won or lost another award. I've really enjoyed that, actually. I feel like we're definitely on form. That was a good episode.
I think you were terrible.
But don't say that. You can't say
I think it's the highlights.
Don't say it was, I went for David Beckham. Hello. I just said hello. That's our order, baby.
I am starving, Samuel.
Come on, Petey boy.
Are you hungry, mate?
Well, some of this is for you and the team.
Come on, snap. I'm
trying
hungry.
to figure out what's... We've got cake in that one.
Ooh. Who doesn't have a bit of cake?
Oh, we've got that katsu curry. Yes! Katsu kaza. No, this is for Pete, actually. That's the vegetarian option.
Oh, lovely.
Sides, Pete.
Why don't you listen?
I'm on holiday. This is my katsu curry right here.
Edamame,
Someone's worked at a restaurant. Edamame.
chili mushrooms, and yes, Si, that's for you.
Look
I'll have a fork.
at that.
I do love that katsu.
The sauce is unreal, isn't
Yeah,
it?
that is amazing. What have we got here? Oh, this is gyoza. This is nice.
Oh, can I have a gyoza?
Yeah, I don't know if he's a vegetarian because you threw it and all the labels have fallen off. So actually, yeah, you can have them. But they look really nice.
They are veggie because they're green.
Sorry, what?
They are veggie because they're green.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yeah.
Is that actually how it works?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we don't know what he did because he just threw everything everywhere. So,
Oh,
yeah, that is veggie. Oh, that is just what I needed. Why are you sitting like that?
Oh.
Do you always make them noises when you have a takeaway?
Ah, it's just a catsuit, mate.
Take a breath in between.
All right. Don't watch me eat it. Why don't you eat yourself?
Because it's fascinating. Is this how you sit and eat takeaway?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like nice and, it's like homely and warm.
Sorry, what?
Homely and warm.
What, takeaway's homely and warm?
Yeah.
Oh, do you want a gozer?
I love them. What's in it?
Vegetables. That's just the dip. No, okay. All right, I'm just going to leave that there for you because I'm not serving you.
Do you know what I love? Oh. Oh, that sauce is good.
This is amazing as well.
Katsu salad. Katsu salad.
Please stop throwing them because if you get food on the hands, I'm going to have to.
Chicken katsu.
Anyway, ta-da, see you later.
We
Off
love
your
you so much.
Staying Relevant was an Insanity Studios production.